The dark side of AI in personal finance. What you need to know. Is your data safe with AI finance apps? Let's uncover the truth. In 2025, AI budgeting apps promise to be the financial gurus we never had, making us richer, smarter, and maybe even capable of understanding compound interest. They're like having a tiny Warren Buffett in your pocket, except hopefully less obsessed with Dairy Queen. But what if I told you there's a darker side to these digital money whisperers that nobody talks about? Today, we're breaking down the real risks of AI in personal finance, from data privacy breaches to algorithmic bias. Data privacy, your financial DNA, is up for grabs. Let's be honest, when was the last time you actually read the terms and conditions before clicking agree? Yeah, me neither. But when it comes to AI finance apps, those walls of text suddenly become very important. See, these apps thrive on data. They gobble up your spending habits, income details, and even your late-night online shopping sprees like a raccoon in a dumpster. And while some of this data sharing is necessary for the app to, actually work, the line between necessary and excessive can get blurrier than a night out after using one of those round up your spare change apps. Remember Plaid? That financial tech company that got slapped with a $58 million lawsuit for allegedly hoovering up more user data than a Roomba at a glitter factory? Yeah, that wasn't great. The lawsuit claimed Plaid was accessing more bank account information than needed, potentially exposing sensitive data like your account numbers and login credentials. While Plaid denied any wrongdoing, it did highlight a crucial concern. Just because an app is popular and promises to help you budget like a Wall Street wizard, doesn't mean it's handling your data responsibly. So what can you do? Don't just blindly hand over your financial DNA. Check out their privacy policy. Yes, I know it's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me on this one. Look for apps that are transparent about the data they collect and how they use it. Over-reliance on AI. When your budget becomes a robot's plaything, look, I get it. Making financial decisions can be about as much fun as a root canal. Wouldn't it be great if an all-knowing AI could just tell us what to do? Should I invest in that meme stock, Siri? Alexa, calculate the optimal tip for a $12 burrito bowl. But here's the thing, becoming overly reliant on AI advice can be like letting a well-meaning but ultimately clueless robot steer your financial ship. Sure, they can crunch numbers faster than you can say compound interest, but they lack the nuance, the context, and frankly, the human experience to make truly informed decisions. Imagine this, your AI budgeting app, after analyzing your spending habits, decides you're spending way too much on avocado toast. Avocado toast is the devil, it declares, banishing it from your budget forever. But what the AI doesn't know is that you're training for a marathon and avocado toast is the only thing keeping you fueled and vaguely sane. The point is, AI can provide helpful insights, but it shouldn't replace your own financial judgment. It's like using GPS to navigate a new city. Sure, it can get you from point A to point B, but it won't tell you about that amazing hidden coffee shop or the park where everyone walks their adorable dogs. Take the time to understand your own financial goals, risk tolerance, and yes, even your irrational love for overpriced avocado toast. Chapter 3. Algorithmic Bias. When AI plays favorites, and you're not invited. We like to think of algorithms as these perfectly objective beings, crunching numbers and spitting out unbiased results. But here's the catch. Algorithms are created by humans, and humans, as we all know, are about as unbiased as a raccoon in a dumpster behind a seafood restaurant. See, algorithms learn from the data they're fed, and if that data is biased, well, guess what? The algorithm becomes biased too. It's like teaching a parrot to say hello using only recordings of Gilbert Gottfried. You're going to get a very specific and, let's be honest, slightly terrifying version of hello. In the world of finance, this can have serious consequences. Imagine an AI loan approval system trained on data that reflects historical lending disparities. Guess what? It might be more likely to deny loans to people from certain zip codes or demographic groups, even if they have excellent credit scores. It's like an unfair bouncer at a nightclub, except instead of denying you entry, they're denying you financial opportunities. The Brookings Institution has warned that biased AI in finance could worsen existing inequalities, creating a vicious cycle of financial exclusion. So what can you do? Be aware that even the shiniest, most sophisticated AI can inherit our worst biases. Question the recommendations and decisions made by AI-powered financial tools. Remember, algorithms are tools, and like any tool, they can be used for good or for evil. Check Chapter 4. Regulatory gaps. AI is outpacing the law, and that's terrifying. Remember the early days of the internet? The Wild West of dial-up modems, flashing GIFs, and websites that looked like they were designed by a toddler on a sugar rush? Yeah, well, the world of AI and finance is kind of like that right now. It's exciting, it's innovative, and it's also wildly unregulated. Here's the problem. AI is evolving faster than a chameleon on a rainbow. New apps, algorithms, and financial tools are popping up faster than mushrooms after a rainstorm, and regulators are struggling to keep up. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, has even raised concerns about the lack of oversight in AI finance, warning that it could lead to unintended consequences. So what does this mean for you? It means that right now, you're largely on your own. The safety nets and consumer protections that exist for traditional financial products haven't quite caught up with the world of AI finance. This isn't to say you should swear off AI finance apps altogether, but it does mean you need to be extra cautious, extra vigilant, and maybe wear a helmet, metaphorically speaking, while navigating this brave new world. Chapter 5. Staying safe, what you can do today, because knowledge is power. Okay, I know what you're thinking. John, this is all very alarming and informative, but what can I actually do about it? Should I just stuff my cash in a mattress and live off the grid? And to that I say, calm down, it's not the apocalypse. Yet. Here's the good news. While the risks are real, there are steps you can take to protect yourself and your hard-earned money. Think of it like wearing a life jacket on a boat. Sure, it might not be the most fashionable accessory, but it could save your life if things get choppy. First, be picky about your apps. Don't just download the first one that promises to turn you into a stock market savant. Do your research, read reviews, and choose apps from reputable companies with a strong track record of protecting user data. Remember, your financial data is precious. Treat it like you would your prized collection of vintage Beanie Babies. Second, enable two-factor authentication. I know it's an extra step, but it's an extra step that could prevent a financial disaster. Think of it like having a guard dog for your bank account. Sure, they might bark at the mailman occasionally, but they'll also deter any would-be thieves. Third, review your data sharing permissions. Remember those terms and conditions you never read? Yeah, maybe give them a quick skim. You might be surprised to see what information you've unknowingly agreed to share. Fourth, stay informed. The world of AI finance is constantly evolving. So what's considered safe today might be as outdated as a dial-up modem tomorrow. Keep up with the latest news, trends, and security best practices. And finally, remember, AI can be a powerful tool for good, but it's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly. Look, we've covered a lot of ground today, and it might seem a bit overwhelming, but here's the bottom line. AI can empower or exploit. The difference? Awareness. That's why we made this video. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because knowledge is power, and the more you know about the potential risks of AI in personal finance, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this rapidly evolving landscape. Subscribe, like, and turn on alerts.